everybody, it's Jason Creel and you're watching The Lawn Care Life. You see what's behind me, it's the new Stihl BR800, and no, it's not mine. I have friends in the lawn business, and one friend y'all have seen on the videos before. This is Tim, and Tim, well, I like about Tim, he goes and buys all the new toys, and I get to do the videos about them, so that's great. So we're gonna be talking about the Stihl blower today. I'm gonna let Tim talk about it. I'm gonna use it and share my experience with it, and we'll just see how it goes. Stay tuned. All right, so here's the blower. I'm gonna go ahead and get a shot of it here, and then I'm gonna let Tim kind of talk about it. Now, Tim has had, he's had the 700 as well, and then he upgraded to the 800, so he's gonna be able to give some comparisons. And what I like about Tim, he kind of tells you straight what he likes about something, what he doesn't like, and I think y'all will find that out in this video. All right, there's Tim. Now this is Tim and his pose. We got some cold weather, so that's why he's got the big jacket on. But Tim, so tell me a little bit about the blower first. How long have you had the BR800?
I think this thing came out, I want to say, and don't quote me on this, I mean, I'm not absolutely positive, I think maybe a month and a half ago. Okay. So it was available. I pre-ordered it from Argo Power, and they called me and said that they had some in. So they came out a little bit before that, but that was when they were available in our area. Right, maybe correct. We're a little behind the times. But anyway, so comparing it with the 700, what are some of the differences that you've seen so far? Well, some of the pros is I got the side crank model. Now you can get a regular crank, but I really dug this side crank here, and it's an easy pull. It's not real hard to pull, but you don't have to take the machine off. You know, you got a customer that's got to come out there and talk to you about something. You got to take the thing off, and then you talk to them and crank it back up. You know, I would like to have done that anymore. So that's why I got this. Okay,
so that they make them with or without.
They make them with or without. This is a little extra. I think it's like $50 more. I think this machine is in the mid sixes or almost seven, somewhere around in there for this one. Okay. But it is bigger. It is heavier. Those are some of the cons. And you know, this one, the 700's just got the shoulder straps. This one has this nice Hulk Hogan weight belt on it, which I really like. And it's got this one that goes across the chest too, and it just feels better. You know, you're more comfortable with all that weight on you. You know, you're not kind of leaning when you got the 7. So I do dig it.
So you find that waist strap, it just makes it just feels better when it's on you.
Yeah, you just kind of carry the weight better. You know, you're more like, you're standing, like, I got but the other one, you tend to kind of lean a little bit with it, but or at least I do. So, but it blows great. And the only thing, and we've got this right here. If you can see, there's a little clip right here. And if anybody remembers the 7s and stuff, it was Velcro. So Stihl came out with this idea. It's a great idea. I think the execution was a little poor, but you got to come way back here, and it's kind of a pain to clip it and everything. And, but I run the Green Touch BPS rack, so this is completely not even usable for me. But the only, so it's bigger, it's heavier, and then the only issue I have is on when it's cold, like it is right now. It's kind of tough to start, and that may be because I haven't used it a whole lot. She's not broken in really good, but you'll have to pull it, 6-7 times before she fires up. But once you've done that and you're kind of running your route for the day, I mean, it doesn't give you any more trouble. So that's kind of what it does, first thing in the morning. But I mean, I like it, but I'm a big dude, so if I was 110 pounds, I'd probably be upset kind of carrying this thing around all day. I don't mind a blower that has to be choked at the beginning of the day. That's understandable. I hate it when you have one, and whatever reason, some of them seem like you got to choke them every single time, and that's just annoying. But if it's first time of the day, you got to choke it, and it's fine after that. That's no problem in my mind. Well, now when I got this, it was still kind of warm, and I didn't have to choke it at all. I'd pull it and then whew, gone.
Yeah.
But once it started to kind of get chilly, and then you know you crank it, choke it, and then if you had to cut your next yard and it was 40 minutes or so away, then you know.
Yeah.
But I can't complain, man. This thing does a fantastic job. It's really good. I mean, I love the way it blows. So I'm running this is Boss Man's, and then I've got 2 7s that I run as well.
Okay.
So for my other guys that help me out.
How do you compare the power with the 700? Is it noticeable or?
I mean, it is, you know, I mean, is it something that I'd, you know, buy tickets to go see? I mean, you know, I don't know, maybe not, but I mean, it is stronger. I mean, I forgot what the CFM, I think it's 960. Don't hold me to that either. I'm not absolutely positive. You know, I look at it when I buy it and I'm like, ooh, man, that's way better. That's a big number. Yeah. But, you know, out in the field, you know, the 7 does a great job, and the 8 does too. It does blow harder. But the thing that sold me was this sucker right here. Yeah. I don't have to take it off all day long. I mean, you know, so. Yeah.
What does 700 have the adjustable nozzle?
It does. The 700 is just like this. Matter of fact, I think the 700 might be a little bit bigger here.
Do you use the adjustable nozzle much?
I do. I'll loosen this up and bring it in, you know, when you want to blow beds and stuff out. You know, if you've got this thing down and you go tearing off in there, you're going to end up replacing mulch and pine straw. So,
I got you.
But yeah, man, I slide it in and out. But, but yeah, it's been a good blower. I mean, obviously you can tell I haven't used it a whole lot. When they came out with it, it was right at probably the middle of leaf season, so I didn't get a whole lot of use out of it. I got you. But, and also, again, it's the Boss Man's blower. So my guys just, you know, I got little dudes that help me, and that 700, you know, when he lets off the throttle, he you know, so you can just imagine how it is with the 8.
Yeah, I got you.
But I've liked it, man. It's a good blower. I dig it. I really dig this, you know, the side start. It really works out well. The customer wants to come talk to me, and I just kill it.
Well, for me too, I think of blowers like, you know, they're all powerful. Sometimes I think the blower companies are in a arms race to see which one will blow harder. I'm like, does I need one that's bigger than this? Probably, if you want something bigger than this, I would say get one of those Hurricane stand-on blowers or a little Wonder roll-around blower.
That Hurricane's 10 grand.
Well, I mean, that's true. Okay, that's true. Well, the point is, I think these are big enough for almost any normal jobs. I think the blower companies are competing against each other just to say, oh, we got the biggest one, and then somebody, you know, Echo comes out with one bigger, and Red Max and Stihl, and they're all just, you know, but whatever. But
and better,
but if they'll last, you know, I want one that's gonna hang in there for several years. I know we're rough on equipment stuff, but you know, I need one that's gonna hang in there for the long run. That's gonna be more impressive to me than like this one's got.
That's something that's been brought up to me before. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
It was this. Somebody was wondering, you know, is that side start gonna really hold up? You know, I don't know. I mean, I've got a 7 that I've been running, oh man, probably a couple of years now, and the threading on the line itself actually came apart, you know, the braiding. And I ended up having to get it, you know, replaced, but it didn't break, but I didn't want to get out there and it did break, and then I didn't have a blower. So,
well, there's little things that are going to happen, you know, but as long as it's running fine, you know, I you know, 2 years, I'd expect some kind of maintenance. But
and I've had the valves and stuff, you know, all my weed eaters and stuff that I've used for that long. I had a Stihl weed eater, a 130, and if you went to pull it and you hit it wrong, you'd punch yourself in the stomach with the line. And so I took it in, and they said the valves were way out. So I went ahead and got everything all done at the same time, and got all the valves adjusted and all that good stuff. And you know, but you don't think about it. You know, when you're using this stuff, you just put it in the truck and you go. Or at least I wasn't. But you know, maintenance is as important as anything else. So,
how often do you get the valves adjusted?
Well, it was a couple of years for the machines this time. So now I'm just going to get them adjusted at the beginning of every season now to just kind of, you know, keep up with it. You know, I mean, I didn't think nothing about it. You know, to be honest. I mean, I didn't think I was that busy. You know? But apparently I am.
Let's crank it up. I want to see this thing work, and I want to see if I feel like I'm carrying a small child on my back.
Yeah.
Do we need to crank it on the ground? Like, how do you crank it if it's you side start? How do you choke it?
It's a choke just like the regular.
I'm saying, how do I unchoke it once I get it cranked?
Oh, once it's cranked, you just give it some throttle and the choke shuts off automatically.
Oh, I like that. I was thinking, how am I going to reach back there and turn?
Fancy.
How am I going to reach behind my back and turn the choke off?
Well, you just do like this and you walk in a circle until you hit it.
All right, there we go. Rub it up against a tree.
Right.
All right, you film and let me crank it.
Okay. Now that thing's set for fat boys, so when you put it on, it's going to be a little loose.
And how big was the guy that was using it?
You know, it's the cameraman. Well, that's the thing. You know, that's another one of the things is, you know, you got to readjust all of it. So they just use the 7s because you just put it on. This one, you know, you got to fiddle with the belts and all that good stuff. And
it's choked.
Did you prime it? The bulb?
Primed it.
Okay, there you go.
Choked it.
There you go. So.
Are you looking at me in the camera?
I am. So you'll need to, there you go, clip that and you can tighten it up. I'll adjust it back later. There's a pull on both sides, there you go. And then the chest as well.
I feel like I'm going on a ride at Disney World.
You are.
When I crank it, I think I will also feel that way.
So you'll just pull it straight forward. And you don't have to pull it hard. It's an easy crank. So you'll just want to reach like this and just pull it.
First time to use a side start on a backpack blower. Let's try. Go out here and find some sticks and stuff to blow around. I just want to see the power. It's definitely got power. I agree, after just trying it on, it does feel secure. You know, it does. You've got that I'm about to ride a roller coaster security, which I don't, you know, I think on a bigger job I could see that being nice. You know, if I'm just going out there blowing somebody's little patio off, I probably won't even worry about all that. But if I was going to be out there blowing, it does sit better on your back with the extra strap. So I can see that being an added feature. But yeah, I like the comfort of it just initially. So let's see if we can blow something. Just to note, those are actually plastic horseshoes, not metal, so that, you know, perfect. Put this out here on the concrete if it'll blow it.
125-pound rock, isn't it?
Try to see if it'll crank right back up. Oh man.
Yeah, it's easy to pull, isn't it?
All right, so that was, I thought that was pretty cool. What I had done on my property was a lot of trees and Chinese privet stuff mulched up. So that was like wet leaves and wet mulch kind of stuff out there. So, you know, tell how much it's moving that. Again, most of us are using these things, blowing some grass clippings off the sidewalk, and then obviously doing leaf cleanup, you need more power. So I was definitely impressed with the power. I like how comfortable it is. I like the side start. You know, does it have another start on, or is this the side
that's
start?
it.
The only start?
That's it. You only get pick one.
You pick one or the other.
Yep.
I can see that being a benefit. Like I said, if you were to, well, I don't know if I had to choose if I would get that or not, but I do like that. If you had to turn it off, you don't have to take the backpack blower off, crank it, put it back on, that sort of thing. So you saw, I blew off those plastic horseshoes. That was more of a trick, but just blowing that rock on the driveway, that was shows just some of the power. Not that you're going to be blowing a lot of rocks on people's driveway, but I just wanted to see how it would do. But again, overall, I like the comfort of it. It is definitely heavier than what I used to. I mean, personally, I use kind of mid-sized blowers when I'm just out mowing people's lawns, because I think that was basically all you need. But when you want the bigger blower, you know, you're gonna have the weight on you, and I do think these straps help support the weight. So overall, I'm impressed with this. I like to know, and it's too early to tell, but how long they're gonna last over the years, how much maintenance is involved with them. But overall, I think they've made a lot of innovations with this, and you know, Stihl seems to try to be on the cutting edge with a lot of their development. So thumbs up to the BR800, and thanks to Tim for bringing it out and letting me try it out. Hope this video is helpful for you. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. I got a lot of videos out there on equipment and all kind of lawn care business stuff, how to kill weeds in your yard, just all kind of stuff. You can click on the channel, Lawn Care Life, and go check out the videos, or these videos are popping up for you now. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me hear from you in the comments. What do you think about the blower? Have you used the 800, or what other blowers do you like in your own business? Talk to you guys later. Bye.